Guys, what's going on? What is going on? Oh, hold on, guys. I had the wrong headphones on. I had my work computer's headphones on. I was like, why can't I hear anything? Oh boy. Guys, I dropped the link for Discord members first. And guys, we'll do the first 10, 15 minutes for everyone. And then the chat will go members only. So guys, make sure to hit the join button to become a member, right? And guys, hold on. Let me see here. 1 second. Give me one moment here, guys. We'll break some news. That'll be fun. And let's see. Give me 1 second to pull up this news story, guys. Okay, so guys, yeah, man. Lenny, what's up, dude? Said bears have had enough. Let them marry kangaroos. Keyshawn's here. Vintage is here. What's up, guys? Good to see you, man. Okay. Guys, let's break some news here. Let's break some news. All right, guys. Now, you guys remember that superintendent? Oh yeah, Keyshawn. I wish I had 100,000 subs, right? Sorry, guys. Still a little sick. Hold on. It's so funny, guys, that when I first started doing this, I was like, you know, I'm never gonna hit 100,000 subs. You know, this will just be just something to do for fun. But guys, I actually think in the next 3 to 5 years, I can hit 100,000 subs. You know, guys, we seem to have a good crowd over here. We have a good formula, you know, no strikes, no drama. You know what I'm saying? I think that we can just cruise on up to, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100,000 subs, you know? So, guys, here we go. You guys remember this knucklehead, a superintendent? It's an illegal. Here we go, guys. Look at this.
Federal grand jury has officially indicted former Des Moines Public School Superintendent Ian Roberts on 2 federal charges, including a new charge.
Good.
Local 5's JD Snover is in studio to break down what those charges are and what happens next. JD.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Dana. Roberts is facing 2 serious accusations.
Snowboard,
one for being in the country illegally, and another.
Hey, Snowboard, man. First of all, look at this news guy. He looks like he's missing a chromosome, right?
Oh my God.
He looks like Down syndrome. Just nicked him just a little bit.
Yeah.
He definitely got a little bit of a drive-by with it.
Yeah. He's like a
Snowboard, man.
Shark looking guy.
A question for you. And this is going to determine what tomorrow's show's topic is going to be. Were you like me? You kind of grew up like a bit more liberal, and then you kind of like had an aha moment.
I flip-flopped. I grew up in a conservative household, raised Catholic and stuff.
Okay.
But so I grew up conservative, but then, as most people do when they're 17, 18, whatnot, they kind of. I guess I became more libertarian. Yeah. Libertarian would be the right way of saying it. And now I'm actually not more conservative at all. If anything, I kind of become a little more liberal now and then, which sounds strange, but like if liberalism worked in certain things, like, yeah, I do think people could have.
Hold on, Snowboard. Let's talk about terms. You can't think about you're probably thinking about a classical liberal. You know what I'm saying?
I
like
am.
60s,
I am.
50s Jimmy Hoffa style liberal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is basically a conservative now.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on.
I'm a conservative.
Ah, God, here comes Colin. What's up, man? How you been, bud?
All right,
Buddy?
all right. You sound a lot better. What's up,
Oh,
Snowboard?
yeah, doing good. So, guys, Colin, how about you, dude? Did you grow up more kind of on the liberal side, on the wokey woke side, and then you kind of had an aha moment?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Colin, can you be part of the panel at exactly at 9 tomorrow p.m.?
So
Do you think
6
you can?
o'clock my time. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The reason why is because we're gonna have a discussion. All you guys that started out being more liberal, and then as you got older, right? You figured it out. I want to talk to you guys tomorrow, right? Because I want to kind of tell my story, and Colin, you tell yours. And so all you guys that just had like there's something rotten in Denmark moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, something's wrong. You know? So that'll be tomorrow. Is basically saying, I was a liberal until, you know what I mean? Because nowadays, guys, like a lot of my views, I'm just like snowboarding. I would even say, Colin, a lot of us red pill guys honestly are like what you would call a liberal in the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we fit that mold, but there's no home for us other than in either an independent or a conservative. You know what I'm saying? Because conservatives actually believe in enough freedom to allow us to be free. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Back then, it was the conservatives. It was the pearl clutching conservatives that were all about think of the children and let's ban Black Sabbath and let's burn albums and ban movies and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? Now it's completely flip flopped. We never really changed, but I can tell you guys, I was like on the left. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, but as I got a lot older, and then as you actually have stuff to protect that you earned, you want to keep, then you actually become more conservative. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
there's that like there's like some saying like a young heart is more of a liberal than an older heart's more conservative. It's something similar to that. Which is true for a lot of people, because they also, when you get older, you should gain a little more wisdom too. So like you tend to become a little more of what we call conservative. But
and a lot of people that are liberal now, you actually have a temperament that's like you aren't easy to manipulate. You're kind of worldly now. You understand. And a lot of the liberalism that's going on now is feelings based, and it is based on trying to manipulate people. That's all it is. I mean, let's be honest. Palestine, climate change. You know what I'm saying? Like all those fools just is putting fear in the people, so that all they operate on is fear, scarcity, and lack. You know what I'm saying? And that's never ever a way that you ever want to make decisions in fear, scarcity, and lack ever. You know, so
therefore lying on a federal employment form in order to get hired.
Of course he did.
2 weeks after being transferred from immigration custody to the Department of Justice, Ian Roberts now faces formal charges from a federal grand jury.
Moron.
The first charge involves falsifying a federal document. According to the indictments, Roberts allegedly claimed he was a U.S. citizen on an I-9 form, which is used to verify someone's eligibility to work in the U.S. The indictment states Roberts filled out the form while, quote, he attested he was a United States citizen, knowing he was not, in fact, a United States citizen.
Oops.
Roberts, originally from Guyana, came to the U.S. in the 90s,
Obama.
according to federal officials. His initial visa expired in 2004, and federal officials say he hasn't had legal work authorization since 2020. The second charge stems from firearms found during his arrest. This charge was mentioned in a criminal complaint earlier this month. Roberts was allegedly carrying a loaded Glock in his district-issued vehicle, and agents say 3 more guns were found in a same-day search of his home.
Look at that!
Wow.
The grand jury upheld this charge, stating at the time of the offense, the defendant knew he was an alien illegally and unlawfully in the United States. In response to the case, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds signed an executive order requiring all state departments to use federal systems like E-Verify and SAVE to check immigration status and work eligibility.
I appreciate the administration. They offer both of those at no cost. to the state, and so we were doing some of it with SAVE. We weren't just applying it across to all agencies, and we'll be doing that now.
What a joke, right? Guys, what a clown. You know, here we go,
We've
guys.
covered this guy before, right?
Yeah, yep.
Like
But
an
now
update on him?
there's federal charges. You know what I'm saying?
New at 10 tonight, a 2 News exclusive. Police say a 14-year-old caused a...
Thanks for yesterday's live stream last night. That was a great live stream, man. I was clipping
Yeah,
it.
it was a good one. Yeah.
A lot of clips from yesterday. So thanks for that, man. I appreciate that.
4-car crash in Layton after taking his parents' car without their permission.
Look at that.
This happened last Monday, and one man stopped it from maybe even being worse.
David Ochoa spoke to him tonight and joins us from the intersection of Antelope Hillfield Road in Layton. And David, what did he do when he saw this accident?
This 14-year-old kid said,
Well, after the accident happened right here behind me at the intersection, he jumped
This
out
is
of his
from
car because
Layton?
he noticed that the
Town
14-year-old...
was called Layton, I think.
yeah, I think so.
Because this guy's a latent homosexual.
Like,
It is a dope
the,
Porsche behind him, though.
yeah, the zest is strong with this one.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the thing. This is the
A news
guy that
reporter's
we
a
had talked
dick
about.
job.
That we had talked about. I think he's really, really short because he kind of has that Hollywood look. Why is he at a Utah news station? It's probably because he's like 5'2". That's also why his
Yeah.
hair is probably poofed up really tall, is to give
Yeah.
himself an extra 2 inches of height. You know?
car was rolling backwards down this way, and he was able to open the door, steer it into a curb to get it out of the road. And once he did that, he then got the kid out of the car and made sure he was okay. The intersection of Antelope Drive and Hillfield Road in Layton is known for chaos to some locals.
I feel for whoever has to go through this intersection.
Rafael Jarina says he's seen multiple accidents here, but the one he saw last Monday was different than the rest.
And all of a sudden, a white SUV just comes right beside me and just, wow.
The SUV hit a minivan.
Ever see that news report where they're like talking about an accident at a intersection, and this intersection is very dangerous, and then in the background of the news report, bow, in the middle of the news report.
Oh, a dog got killed?
No. This car pulls out in front of another car and smashes into it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it.
I think we've
Find it.
seen it
And
before.
stopped
I
at
think you put it on here one time.
Yeah,
before.
A red light, which then hit the car in front of them. Jarina noticed the SUV start to roll backwards.
I thought, man, this person's probably concussed.
He jumped out of his car to go help the driver, and what he saw
Here it is, here it is.
surprised him.
It's a child.
Here it is.
You could barely even see.
Here you go. Oh, hold on. Where's the sound?
You
It's
see
appropriate
Hoover
to
Street
be-
here.
have
Officials
Asian
say it's one of the
covering it,
most
too.
dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now,
Oh my God! This is some Grand
person
Theft
just
Auto
drives
stuff
off.
right here. What? Oh my God, man!
Like, holy shit.
That's got to be from California.
so
or
heartbreaking to hear that widow there. Now, please help that family with that
Yeah,
$50,000 reward that is now being offered. Now, in fact, officials say that this street
Yeah,
is
the whole-
very dangerous because of the pandemic. And when it started, there have been double the number of traffic collisions. In fact, there was a crime in progress that we caught on camera as we were recording earlier. You see those folks over there, they were involved.
Oh, wait,
Let's
so there's an accident right there, and then another one just.
take a look at this. You see Hoover Street here. Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now,
Mayor Flower, how's it going? Sterling, how's it going? Yorgi, Greece is in the house. TJ's here. What's going on? Good to see you guys. Vintage. Mobile Rider, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Guys, we'll do another like 10 minutes, and then the chat will go members only, guys. So please make sure to hit the join button to become a member, guys. You get custom emojis. You know what I'm saying? The Bianca ones, those are available. So yeah, guys, make sure to do that. Let me do one thing here. Hold on. Do this real fast. Damn.
Yeah, just more evidence as to how scary it is here on Hoover Street. We did call 911. The police came out here to help those victims out there. Fortunately, they were not hurt, but very much in shock.
But
But
how
pretty
homeless
terrifying.
encampment
But
is blocking where they could have more places to
Yeah.
swerve out of the way too. You notice that?
Hold on. There was another one where it was a minivan, and they're just sitting there.
Yeah, well, we've seen that. I forgot about when that black chick makes the truck like hang off the bridge. Oh my god, this is insane.
Boom. Look at that. You know her.
You can't make this up.
You guys know her. You guys know her butt cheeks are clenched, right? Look at this.
Oh my god,
dude! You better get some friggin'
Take a close look at this
Spider-Man
dash cam footage.
Webbing.
You can see a truck driver nodding off.
Asleep.
Then this. You can see two cars on the side of the road.
A 2-for-1. Oh my god.
And a person standing outside them.
You hit the worst possible time. The whole guardrail, probably.
Look at her face. She's even shocked. Like, God
The
damn.
Jack's High team is now learning the driver said his tire blew out. And
Yeah, right.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
that's what caused the crash on I-4 in the Tampa area.
Yeah, that's what he told troopers. But today I spoke with an attorney who says that this dash camera footage proves otherwise. Just a few seconds of sleep.
Look at him. He's asleep. He's asleep.
And then this.
Probably driving.
Truck driver Cecil Brown appears to doze off at the wheel of his 18-wheeler along Interstate I-4 in Hillsborough County. His semi-trailer first colliding with a car that was parked on the side of the highway, where two people were changing a flat tire. One of the victims was pinned against a concrete wall along I-4. According to this police report, Brown told Florida troopers his front tire blew out, and then the front right portion of his truck dipped and caused the crash. Testimony which troopers later determined wasn't what really happened.
The video
basically what happened was
speaks for itself. You know, you have a driver that's falling asleep in the middle of the day.
Trial lawyer Stefano Portigliati with Coker Law tells the News4Jax I team that distracted driving is the #1 factor involving accidents with semi-vehicles.
guys, hold on. I'll try and find this other one where it was a minivan. And Alec Baldwin got in a car accident?
Yeah. It's like a trash truck pulled out.
This is a DUI.
Of course, yeah. I think it was. It was in like Vermont or something.
Yeah, that Range Rover's cooked, man. Let's see. There was one where, but it was simply in a.
Or how about that Indian guy who goes to just do the whole turnaround in the middle of the highway?
Hold on. Look at this, guys. Sorry. Check this out, guys. So, hey, guys. Look at this. So this D-Dub was on the bus, and her car didn't work to pay the fare. So she decides that she's gonna beat up the driver while he was driving, and he crashes into a restaurant. Watch. Bang.
What a demon!
Yeah.
I bet she was a single mom.
That's when she would have got shot if that.
Still coming after right off.
He should have not.
You should have, started whooping her ass.
Yep.
Man. See, but lawyers and stuff have made him so afraid to even do anything back, because if he does anything back, look.
Yeah. Yep. Dumbass. Yeah. So she got. She pled guilty to second-degree recklessly endangering safety and attempted battery of attempted. So she had 3 years in prison plus 3 years of probation. All right, guys. Guys, what a joke.
Wow, that's completely.
Damn, this is all the same person. These are all her mugshots.
Oh my god. So the next time so this is the female version of, the guy on the train who stabbed the Ukrainian. That's basically the female version of
Tell
that.
you guys, more than anything else, it's B-dub fatigue than anything else. B-dubs are 10 times worse than these nug-nugs. Because, guys, for every one nug-nug that, like, shoots a person or whatever, there's 15, 20 quiches that are trashing restaurants, trashing cruises, making planes turn around. You know what I'm saying?
It's
crashing.
True, man. It's so true.
Hold on. Guys, we are all over the place today, but I don't care. Hold on, guys. What's this? Messages. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me do.
So I don't get to interact with a lot of B-dubs, but
Hey, you're not missing much. Here. Don't cry yourself to sleep, okay?
But one of the last times I saw one.
Here you go. Hold on, snowboard. Hold on.
Sure, yeah.
Look at this, guys. Look.
Yeah, I've seen.
Have you seen this?
Maybe not this one.
That's my car. I know the law. You can't touch that. How you gonna try to take my ride? That ass, I'm about to flip out. Get the fuck out my way. I ain't scared to go to jail because that
Introducing the Real Rig Series, Nissan Altima Repo Edition. A battle for the beat-up sedan they've been late on since 2013. Comes with dented Altima featuring removable shower cap roof upside.
Oh, man.
ass bitch, that's my car. I know the law. You can't touch that. How you gonna try to take my ride? That ass, I'm about to flip out. Get the fuck out my way. I ain't scared to go to jail because that
Introducing the Real Rig Series, Nissan Altima Repo Edition. A battle for the beat-up sedan they've been late on since 2013. Comes with
Already new from the Real Rig series, it's My First House, Van Life Edition. A Chevy Express parked down by the river because...
Hold on. What's the one? There was one where it was like...
Yo, my car be knocking, smoking, ain't go nowhere. This like the 5th time this happened. I'm dead ass about to flip out. Y'all can't make a motor that works or something?
The Hyundai Sonata. It'll spend more time at the dealer getting engine replacements than driving.
Yo, wow.
Real Rigs, 2013 Hyundai Sonata with...
Oh my god.
So you caught your first felony charge? Here's your court-appointed counsel.
What's up, dog? It's chill in here. So your trial...
From the Real Rig series, it's the 2005 Ford
I've had
Crown
so
Vic.
many of these
Legendary
cars.
look, real chrome details, and working doors. Snap on the dark tint panel, pop in the figures, and decide who's behind the wheel. Crown Vic. It's either an old lady driving it or a drug dealer. Hard to tell, but dark tint is from
Hey, Crown Vics are great cars, man.
Yeah, my
They're
family has
excellent
had
cars.
so many Crown Vics and Lincoln Town cars from
Yeah.
that era. They're a great car.
Well, guys, here's the thing. Once
and
again,
you will buy it from an old lady, but that's what you want.
yeah, but it'll have low miles, right? And those
Taken
things
care
go
of
for
perfectly.
I've seen Crown Vics, town cars, Grand Marquis with 300, 400,000 miles.
Yeah.
miles up. And you can get a town car. I don't give a damn what anyone says. The Lincoln Town Car is one of the best luxury cars ever made.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone. It's big. It's silent. A lot of them have that extra good suspension on them. The leather's good.
It's air
It's a
ride
great-
suspension.
It's a great car, man. You know what I'm saying? It's air ride that actually didn't break, so you can find them. They're still good.
A pickup truck reminds her of the men she can't stand.
V8 engine, you can like tow boats and stuff with it.
Yep.
Like,
But
that
she still
engine
wants
is not
It is
fast, but
back in the
it's
day
actually
of
a
the
pretty nice car to drive.
yeah
You feel like
of
you're
the
driving
under
a boat. It's awesome.
of the underpowered V8s, where it was a V8 that made a good amount of power, but it's just underpowered enough to where it'll last a long time.
Yeah.
You know how like the Lexus V8 only made like 250 horsepower or whatever for like a 4.3 liter V8, but it has enough torque and horsepower to get up and go and haul, but it'll last 400,000 miles, man. You know, and guys, you can get parts for them everywhere, and they don't break.
Everything they
Not
think they
only that,
invented.
it was
So she bought
also
the next
meant
best
as,
thing.
like, a government
The Subaru.
vehicle that's idle for like literally days on end. They would just
Yeah.
leave it idling all the time.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyways, guys, this I put the link to the Ultima one in the Discord already.
Ford Crown Vic. It's either an old white lady driving it or a drug dealer. Hard to tell, but dark tint is a clue. The Real Rig Series 2005 Ford Crown Victoria. Authentic body-on-frame build lets you swap the chassis under any old piece of crap, just like the real thing. Comes with old lady and drug dealer fit. Ford Crown.
All right. Hold on, guys. Let me see. I can't find it, but yeah, guys. So let's get into the topic here, and guys, the chat will go members. Oh, sorry, I didn't. Hold on, guys. What am I doing here? Here it is. Guys, the chat is gonna go members only in 4 minutes, guys. So make sure to hit the join button, guys. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Thanks for all the cash apps. I appreciate that. You know, appreciate that, guys. Any little bit helps. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Do this. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the topic here. One second, guys. I have to find out where I put it. You guys remember that one? Oh wait, here. Let's do one more story, guys. Look at this. Look at this, guys.
On troubling allegations.
Guys, one of the worst parts of feminism is it encouraged generations of women to outsource the raising of their children, right? To Consuela and Glocktavia making $5 an hour. You know, here we go. Look at this.
Against a daycare director in Miami-Dade County. She's accused of smacking a 3-year-old while changing his diaper.
The woman leaving red marks on the child's leg. Local 10's Leanne Morajon is live with how she was caught. Leanne.
Calvin Nicole, she is now a former daycare director locked up here at the jail behind me.
If that happened to my kid, I'd be in jail. I'm dead ass. If my 3-year-old kid, which is why I don't have kids, you know, that happened to me, guys, I would not be here talking to you right now.
Yeah.
Accused of slapping a
I'm the future. What's up, dude? Frisco, what's up, man?
child in her care.
And guys, once the chat goes members only, guys, anyone else wants to call in, I did drop the link. So
good morning, Miss Alcala. Do you speak English? English.
Okay.
Spanish. Spanish. Ma'am, you were arrested for 1 count of child abuse. It's from October 10th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
52-year-old Rosa Alcala appears in bond court in an orange jumpsuit.
All right, so there's probable cause for the charge.
Alcala is now the former director at Easy Daycare in Hialeah. According to
sorry,
is now
guys.
the
Hold on.
former director.
I'm sorry, guys. What am I thinking?
At Easy Daycare in Hialeah. According to her arrest form, Alcala is accused of slapping a 3-year-old so hard during a diaper change, it left behind a handprint-shaped mark.
Damn.
The child's mother contacted Hialeah police a week ago after finding the red mark on her son's thigh. She also contacted the daycare owner, Natasha Johnson, who quickly reviewed
What a
surveillance
garbage
footage
daycare.
and allegedly
Yeah.
saw
You see that?
Alcala
How
slapping
that
the
looks?
child.
Do you understand the stay away order?
¿Entiende usted la orden de alejamiento?
Sí, ya estoy botada, sí, sí.
In court, the judge ordered Alcala to stay away from the child and the daycare. She told the judge she'd already been fired. Johnson confirms Alcala was let go the day after the incident and that her business is cooperating fully with investigators.
What a joke.
Alcala was ordered held on a $5,000 bond, which online records show she has posted. As for that daycare owner, she declined an on-camera interview, but told me by phone that Alcala had been with them for the last 3 years, and that in her 7 years as owner of the daycare, they have never dealt with any sort of incident like this. In fact, she says that the child at the center of this alleged abuse has actually rejoined the daycare. He is still going.
Damn, and they send him back
Also
to the
tonight,
daycare.
mother is in custody charged with
did you
felony
see the
murder
back-
after her.
The backyard or the player for them?
Yeah.
It looked like it was just all black. It looked like
refugee
terrible.
camp. Yeah.
Her 9-year-old daughter died in a hot car.
This happened back in July at a manufacturing plant in Galena Park, a tragic story that we've been following since the beginning. Matt Doherty joining us now with reaction to these charges. Matt.
The little girl was found inside of a Toyota Camry back there in July. Investigators say her mother left her inside of the car while she went to work.
Damn.
This is 36-year-old Gebemisola Akayanode. She's the mother now charged with the murder of her daughter. Back on July 1st, investigators say the mother left her daughter in her
She can get herself Akayande back to wherever she came from.
Yeah.
car at 6 a.m., but found her unresponsive when she went to check on her 8 hours later. Although they said the windows were cracked and the girl had water, it was not enough.
Was she
She
a
was
dog?
pronounced dead at LBJ Hospital.
There have only been a very small number that are over 5 years of age.
Jan Null is an adjunct professor of meteorology at San Jose State University. He's also an expert in hot car deaths involving children. Null says this case is rare, not only because of the age of the girl, but also because of the circumstances.
The case in Galena Park is where a parent knowingly leaves a child in a car.
Yeah, but they used
not to
to
do
get
them
out.
harm, but they make a conscious decision. I'm going to leave the child in the car while I go do something else, while I go to work, while I go to the racetrack, go to the casino, meet up with somebody.
Knoll says the deaths resulting from parents who purposefully leave their kids in the car account for only about 20% of the total number of hot car deaths.
That's still a lot.
Although there have been changes in technology and education about
Education.
Can you imagine that's your blue truck that you park next to this idiot? They kill a baby. Now it's a part of a crime scene for a couple days.
Damn, look at this.
Breaking news.
Jeez.
Breaking news at 5. 2 13-year-old girls arrested in Cape Coral for breaking into cars, stealing guns out of them, and even stealing one car. Neighbors gave
Damn, look at that.
the security camera video last week of the girls pulling on car handles outside homes looking to loot.
Who just
Thank
doesn't
you for
lock
counting on
their
Gulf
car?
Coast News. I'm Kelly Burns.
And I'm Peter Bush. Police say the girls were looking for unlocked cars. Gulf Coast News reporter Natasha Casal is live in Cape Coral talking with the owner of one of those cars.
That's
Natasha, my wee-wee?
That's right, Peter. I spoke to the owner of that black Nissan behind me off camera, and she says she's happy that the girls are charged and hopes that they.
Where's she reporting from?
What is going on over there?
Queens Island?
What's that?
She's reporting from like Little St. James.
I think so.
Learned their lesson. Caught on camera and now cuffed. You see two girls pulling on car door handles outside apartments on Southwest 1st Avenue last week. I spoke to one of the victims off camera, and she claims the girls started their crime spree here at this home before making their way across the street into her black Nissan. That video helped Cape Coral police arrest 13-year-olds Callie Hill and Lizette Porter.
13.
Police say the two looked for unlocked cars in different neighborhoods. In the course of a weekend, police say they stole dozens of personal items, credit cards, 2 handguns, and a car.
So in this case, it was a crime of opportunity. So they were going around looking for unlocked vehicles, and they found several.
They say the girls drove around in the stolen car
And
to
by
gas
the way, they've
stations
been
and
like
fast food restaurants.
vaping and banging and stuff since they're like 11 years old.
That's
these
true.
two chicks.
Police arrested the girls thanks to neighbors and social media posts.
So now they are accountable for their actions.
And Cape Coral police are reminding residents to please lock your doors. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Natasha Casal, Gulf Coast News.
Okay, guys. So getting into the top topic here. You guys remember? Okay, guys, let's all have a little chat here. First, Omni Man, thanks for the membership, my friend. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Now, guys, let's cook here, guys. Right, guys. How cooked is Australia? Right? How bad have we heard that Australia is a feminist hellhole, guys? There is one of the states or provinces or whatever the crap they call those stupid places down in Australia. They have a committee of monitoring men's behavior.
Yeah.
Australia, I think either they're following the UK's trend or they've already done it where they've instituted a two-tiered system, meaning white men are judged in a different by different standards in court than women and minorities. In the UK, they've said this. White men will be held to task more than anyone else in a white kind of country. Australia is as bad, if not worse, guys.
Yeah.
Why would, dude, of Australian dudes like the Anzacs, the Australia, New Zealand Army Corps, some of the manliest dudes on planet Earth, man. Australia's bred some of the toughest dudes that have ever walked the earth, and now they've all just given their country away. Because there's a guy.
They're from it's like Crocodile Dundee to like Crocodile Dundee. But it's true. And they also love a nanny state.
Yeah.
They'll be like, if I can get drunk in my backyard and barbecue, I'll check in with the government every hour if they want.
The only reason why they don't have more problems with immigration is because they're so far away from everything.
Yeah.
You know? But guys, there was a Australian fighter back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, right? And this is back when there was only one heavyweight championship. One. I mean, there wasn't 5 belts like there is in boxing now. He was like a welterweight. He decided that all the big fights were at heavyweight. So he just put on like 30 pounds of like fat and actually was the world champion. He was only world champion for like 2 weeks and then he lost the belt. But can you imagine being like a little dude that just decides, you know what, I'm just going to fight guys that outweigh me naturally by like 40 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Those are Australian dudes, used to be. Now they're all goofballs. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys. So, you guys remember the one video sorry, of the Australian politician who was destroying those chicks on the wage gap?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we did a whole show on that.
Yeah, this right here, these feminists are trying to say is at the Australian Institute of Family Studies, and they're trying to say that men basically aren't victims of DV, only women are, and he's gonna tear these chicks to shreds. Guys, drop a like on the stream. I'd appreciate that, and let's get into this.
Senator Roberts.
Okay, thank you for appearing. My questions are to the Australian Institute of Family Studies. In June this year, this headline rang out: 1 in 3 men report using intimate partner violence. That was
1 in 3 men, guys. Think about that crazy statistic right there. Guys, does that statistic make any sense to you? I mean, like think about that. How could that ever be true?
What did he say again? He's 1/3 of.
Yeah.
This headline rang out: 1 in 3 men report using intimate partner violence. That was
so 1 in 3 men report beating up their spouse or
like overly choking and things like that.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Across the view.
That's exactly what the zesty
There was
guy loves to
widespread-
have happen to him.
Who's this?
I said that's what the zesty guy wants his boyfriend to do.
No, this is the good guy. He's gonna tear these feminists to shreds. He looks at the numbers. He's not zesty. He's just Australian. He's an Australian proper guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, like British and Australian guys that are like academics and not, you know,
yeah,
stuff
that's true.
tend to be a little bit on the what's the word? You know,
now I get it.
Yeah, they're like the dudes that drink tea and eat crumpets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those types of dudes.
Coverage of research from the 10 to Men study by the Australian Institute of Family Studies, which found 1 in 3 men reported being violent towards their partners. Are you aware of that study?
This is Liz Neville here from the Australian Institute of Family Studies. Yes, I'm aware of that research.
Look at this chick's haircut, guys. I mean, come on.
Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. 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 Lesbians.
Thank you. The Institute failed to mention in their report that almost a third, 30.9% of the men surveyed were victims of similar violence, which included both physical and emotional abuse. The correct headline should have been 1 in 3 men report using intimate partner violence and 1 in 3 men report being the victims of intimate partner violence.
Look at that. See? See, he took a look at the data and is basically saying you've omitted this part. 1 in 3 men says, because guys, once again, we all know that in most cases of DV, it's both people hitting each other. And women usually hit first. It was like 80% of the time, 90% of the time, the woman's hitting the man first. So
most of the cases of DV that I've seen involving men look just like that Shuri Robinson in the airport, where the chick is just feeling emboldened to well off on a man, and he's just like trying to walk away and just trying to appease the situation. Most of the DV that I've seen growing up that way, it was that way.
Yeah. Yep.
You misrepresent the data presented in your own study.
Thank you for the question, Senator.
Oh my God.
You are referring there to what we call bidirectional violence, which is acknowledged in the report.
They just didn't report on it. So she's saying that the data is there. They just didn't put it in the conclusion. Is that not one of the most feminist things to do, right? Right, guys? Come on.
You stupid woman.
Hold on, guys. Guys, Mobile, thanks for the membership, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support. What are you saying?
A woman will always choose a beautiful lie over an inconvenient truth.
It's true. And guys, they're either the heroes or the victims in their story, when 99% of the time they are volunteers.
We did not explore deeply the question of men's experience of violence because we were focused primarily on the experience of gender-based violence.
Well, men are one of the genders, right? You stupid moron.
Yeah.
And guys, this is why world feminism's for equality, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Which is situated within the ethos of the National Plan to end gender-based violence. So that was a significant factor. There were other issues too in terms of the scope of the report, and I will hand now
she's
to
just speaking, like,
Dr. Sean Martin.
And inauthentically. She's just lying. She's like, that's how we address this thing.
Well, Snowboard, here's the issue. A lot of men can think quickly on their feet. They can't, right? A lot of women can't because they're dumb as a box of rocks. But you gotta understand, guys, we're used to more sensational gotchas and stuff in our politics. If you watch the UK and Australian politics, guys, they're a little bit more. She's flummoxed. She's she got. She doesn't know how to respond.
Exactly.
He came out with both barrels. You know what I'm saying, guys? He got out the friggin' Tech 9 and he started blasting from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, that's why she seems like dumbfounded.
She was so ignorant. It's so stupid that she did not think that she would ever be. She didn't think that anyone would ever call her out on her BS. My show's an Aussie. He said, I'm Aussie, and our public service is run by old feminist Karens like this. We're cooked, get women out of politics and all positions of power. Facts. Guys, put a 1 in the chat for Maestro, man. Just to say hey and thank him for making it one more week in that feminist hellhole, man. You know what I'm saying? And guys, you guys know what I say about women, right? Politics.
A woman in politics is like a donkey doing calculus.
Who is the leader
Let's continue before we come to Mr. Martin. AIFS's reported data excluded all the men who were victims, yet not perpetrators of violence. A total of 3.
Look at that! It excluded all the victims, but not the perpetrators. The perpetrators. Isn't that funny how that works, guys? We're in such a post-racist, post-sexist society in the West that they have to make stuff up now, guys. You know?
Well, they're trying to skew the whole reading to fit what they want. And it's
exactly.
I was just saying it's just not the case. But think of how deceptive they are being to you and just the public in general. Like, you know, they're really trying to deceive you here.
Yeah. Yep. Guys, here I'm gonna put on a news story really fast, and I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys. Hold on.
Investigators say an arranged meetup turned into a setup, and now federal agents have joined the search for a suspect. Here's Alexa Ashwell with Maryland's Most Wanted.
Investigators say ISIS Rahim lured the victim and then helped 2 other suspects carjack and rob him at gunpoint. That was about 5 months ago, and now the U.S. Marshal Service needs your help tracking her down. May 28th, 2025, West Baltimore's Druid Heights community. A man pulls up to a home here on Utah Place where he had arranged to pick up a woman he had met online. The man unaware he would soon become the victim of a crime.
Confirmed armed carjacking.
Investigators believe this was a setup.
According to investigators, the victim calls 911 from a nearby gas station. Officers respond, and there he recounts what he says happened. Around 1 that afternoon, the victim says he picked up a woman he had met online, and she directed him to drive a few blocks away to Bloom Street to buy some cannabis.
The man said she gets out of the car and then comes back with 2 individuals.
The man tells investigators all 3 individuals get into his car with the 2 new suspects sitting in the back seat. Here, they begin to discuss pricing, when suddenly he says the suspects in the back seat pull out guns, point them at him, and demand his cell phone, wallet, and keys.
The victim, in fear of his life, then exits the car and flees the area.
From some armed robbery where a vehicle was taken by 2 individuals.
By the time officers arrived, the suspects had already fled in a stolen car. Thankfully, the victim was not hurt. About 20 minutes later, a break in the case.
Well, I have the vehicle that was in reference to the armed carjacking.
Damn.
I'm on a 2000 block of Madison Avenue. The vehicle's parked. Nobody's in here.
The vehicle was towed and processed.
Name, photographs, telephone number, and text messages between the 2 individuals.
The man told investigators the suspect's online screen name was ISIS.
You're gonna talk to a chick named ISIS? Come on.
Rahim, who lived next door to the address where he had picked her up. Days pass, then finally, another break in the case.
Damn. Anyways, let's get back to the thing here. So,
300
guys, put an NS for not surprised if you're not surprised by these feminist organizations lying like this. You know what I'm saying?
55 forgotten survivors, or 7% of the sample. Why was this data excluded, even if the focus of the report was male perpetrators? Surely it provides important context for the community to know that almost as many men are victims as perpetrators of intimate partner violence.
Right? Right? Did he lie? Did he lie? No. Perfectly reasonable.
Are you peddling feminist propaganda at taxpayers' expense? Because the taxpayers fund you.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Look at this guy right here.
City boy! City boy!
This is misleading.
If I could just address that question, because I was involved in that report that you're...
Of course you were, you soy milk drinking loser. Look at this guy.
Beta!
Look at this guy, guys.
And a rich kid. He's also a rich kid, too.
Look at this guy.
Talking to. So, first of all, in terms of men's experiences around intimate partner violence, our approach was driven by external expertise, which suggested the acute need was around data on perpetration of intimate partner violence. Of course, there are other estimates around men's experiences
Australian
of intimate partner violence, like the personal safety study, which points to 1 in 16 men having...
Sean Martin, Australian.
recently experienced intimate partner violence, and 1 in 4 women. So that was very much known. The report itself, as you...
Wait a minute. 1 in 4 women have got intimate partner violence, but 1 in 3 men reported have. So their numbers are actually showing that more men report having, being victims of violence than women. Crazy how that works, right?
Indicate did include some information around men's experiences of intimate partner violence. The reason we did that, as our director has just pointed out, is we wanted to get a sense of this bidirectional relationship with intimate partner violence. So we wanted to know how many men perpetrated.
This is how you know someone's lying, is when they use this many words. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're all doing.
They're not gonna bang you, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, this is the only reason why these guys do this is to get laid.
Or used intimate partner violence, and how many men both used and experienced intimate partner violence. So that was the approach that we took, because we had to limit the scope of this particular report. What we didn't include in that report was men who solely experienced intimate partner violence, and again, that was done purely because we needed to contain the scope of the study. If we wanted to have a look at that specific issue, then it would require a different analytical approach, which is just outside of the scope of this particular report.
Thank you. Let's move to coercive control. In September 2022, the AIFS was contracted by the Department of Social Services to deliver a literature review on coercive control in the context of family and domestic violence. Rather than present a comprehensive review of all the relevant data, AIFS chose to present coercive control as, quote, a gendered phenomenon, actively excluding all data on men's experiences as victims of coercive control from their literature review.
Look at that, guys. So they're saying that coercion is Omni says he's just doing what his mom told him to do. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the super chat button. I appreciate that, guys.
Is it true that the ABS Personal Safety Survey of 2016...
Oh, I was saying, they're trying to say that only women are coerced in relationships. That men can't possibly be coerced. Is this not the embodiment of everything wrong with society today, right?
It's an inversion.
Mm-hmm.
It's an inversion.
Yep. Omni says, imagine what they report on racism looks like. Facts, yep.
Showing that 40% of emotional abuse victims were male, undergoing similar experiences to female victims.
Look at that.
Senator,
Cooked.
I'm not...
Cooked. Guys, she's stuttering worse than me.
And now she's pretending to like look through her paperwork.
I know, shuffling paper. She's guys, she's
yeah. She's not looking
together
for
sure
nothing.
which research you were referring to there with
Yours.
respect to your first commentary.
Look at her, like her 2.7 brain cells trying to figure out.
And
The
so can you
contract
just
photo.
repeat the question about I'm not entirely sure I can answer to the ABS survey, but if you could repeat the question.
Your institute was contracted by the Department of Social Services to deliver a literature review on coercive control in the context of family and domestic violence. That's what the context was.
And the question?
Is it true that the ABS Personal Safety Survey of 2016, showing that 40% of emotional abuse victims were male, undergoing similar experiences to female victims?
I can't answer to that. I'm sorry.
Could you take it on notice?
It's a matter for the ABS.
Well, you used that material in your report for the Department of Social Services.
I'm happy to receive the document and provide a more fulsome answer.
Can you pause it for a second?
On review of it.
Yeah.
This little process, which is happening here right now, is why most modern governments are cooked.
Yeah.
This guy is trying to check her, and she's going to say, okay, yeah, we'll pass the buck along, but really nothing happens as we tried to lie to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is this little
No, hold on.
thing
Slower.
is a big
As
deal.
we use taxpayers' money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To lie to
Any
you.
country, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do that here, and it's like in Australia. There's a bunch of people who work in the government, like this person, who's kind of a rat little parasite trying to just. They're actually being emboldened by even trying to push any of this. But do you think this person works hard or anything? No, but we pay a lot of people like this.
Yep.
And the fact, like, she's really not going to be held accountable for this. She's like, yeah, we'll take that into consideration, maybe.
What a joke.
That's like it.
The department should have it. Your institute should have it because you provided the survey. Take it on notice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Sorry, just to clarify that, Senator Roberts, it's a departmental document already, not an external document? Sorry.
But they used it. They used the data
But
from ABS.
who's the author and who?
ABS is the author, but they used it.
Okay, can you table the document for the committee, and we'll make sure that it goes through to the department for comment. Thank you.
If we can get it from ABS. I'm assuming we can.
Well, if you make reference to a document, it should be tabled in committee. They are.
Look at that. Now they're trying to shut him down. Oh, well, you didn't let us see it. So you got to table it for a committee so the whole committee can see it. Basically trying to say, cut that, and shut him down. You know?
So I'm sure someone in your office could be able to assist.
This is sisterhood stuff right here.
Is it true that the Personal Safety Survey revealed that men and women experience economic abuse in almost equal numbers, again with comparable experiences?
Look at that! Cooked.
Nice.
Cooked. Guys, once again, this is this Australian, British, even killed. But guys, if you watch, this is adversarial for them. They're still polite, but like he's coming at them hard. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if it was our community, they'd be like, I need you to tell me why. Answer the question, Senator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You'd like the data.
So, Senator, I assume you're still quoting from that same publication.
ABS.
Yeah, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, it's another reference.
Yes.
Yeah, so also same source, ABS. Happy to bundle that up in the question taken on notice if that's appropriate.
That'll be fine.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Yep.
Right?
Is it true that the AOFS's own 2012 Experiences of Separated Parents study, that was the title, Experiences of Separated Parents study, found fathers reported that their children were exposed to coercive or controlling behaviour at twice the rate of mothers?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Meister says the politician asking questions. It's one nation, a small conservative national style party. Sounds like this guy, man.
But also
skills. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
What are you saying?
But also too, like, this is what I'm trying to say about the other point. Like, we're so used to government and people not doing their job in general that this guy is just asking basic questions. Like, he is going the extra mile, like really having to like hold them to account and stuff. He did a little snooping around to find it, but that's also his job, is just to ask these basic, like, just notice these certain things too. You know what I mean? But we're sitting here like, oh my God, this guy's owning them and stuff. It's like, we shouldn't really even having to be doing this because that's how bad it's gotten. So, but this is a good sign, though. This is a healthy sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have personal knowledge of the 2012 publication, but if you are quoting from a source document,
that's your own study. Your AIFS study. Sorry?
It's 2025.
Is it?
Indeed.
Oh, thank you for that.
Well, it's simply that Ms. Neville, I imagine,
doesn't know how to read.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what her organization said, right? She seen Miss Neville's a real dunderhead. Yeah, Mo Ryan says blubbering during answers equals lies. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Guys, like I said, I stuttered. I still... You know what I mean? I'm not blathering this much, you know? So, come on.
was not working with the Institute at the time that the publication...
You're being me. It doesn't matter. Your
Look at this Karen gremlin.
Yeah. Your institution still said this.
...you're referring to was published.
She's relying upon the history within the AIFS.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there are some limitations on officials' personal knowledge. So
I accept that. That's why we're sending the report. Why is AIFS taking an ideological and, in my opinion, dishonest position on this and other issues, denying women's roles as perpetrators of violence and coercive control?
Let's go!
City boy! City boy!
Senator, I don't agree that that's what AIFS is doing, but I'm very happy to take away that that particular publication and provide a more fulsome comment.
Thank you. Doesn't this biased approach promote distrust of men in the community, creating division and undermining relationships, hurting families?
Yes. I think that the witness has already indicated to you that she doesn't accept your characterisation of the research.
Oh, now she needs the sisterhood to swoop in and save her because the feelings are hurt. Please.
Taken by their organisation.
Okay. Thanks, Minister. I'll continue. False sexual assault allegations. In 2021, two independent researchers, Tom Nankerville and John Papademetrio, discovered that the AIFS had misrepresented data on the prevalence of false sexual assault allegations. Your institute's figure, which is 2021, was 5% of reports to police are false. But that was based on only selecting cases where the complainant admitted it was false or where the police proved the offence was false. After examining the data accurately, the correct figure turned out to be between 10 and 15%.
Think 3 times bigger.
Wow.
Look at that, guys.
This is like corruption.
That. Yeah. Yep. Guys, 15% is a lot.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we said that 15% of murder
it's basically like a fifth
were wrong? If 15% of people given the death penalty were wrong, 15%, that's huge. 15%, man.
Well,
why did you wait until the researchers had
like
contact?
All those 6 or 4 dunderheads that were all in the line there, like they've been paid for like weeks to be like working on this.
No,
They have
snowboard. It's not the statistics; it's how they were reported.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They formulated it that way.
What they say by the formulation. Okay, the statistics. You run the models, and the data is there. They were just cherry picking what data to show.
Okay.
Okay, so the statistics have been formulated already using statistical analysis in certain formulas and models. Now, what you do, okay, if anyone ever uses like a SharePoint site, like a SharePoint library, right? Or Power BI, you can take all this data and based on the variables you put in there, you can have it spit out different graphs. Or like in Excel, you can use pivot tables to just get certain data, right? That's all that they're doing. They're just conveniently leaving stuff out.
Okay.
Now, if someone he's not saying that the data was dishonest, because he came to the right conclusion. They just conveniently it's the reporting that was dishonest. A lot of times, guys, you can trust the data. You can't just trust who is presenting it, because if they have an agenda or a bias, they'll make the data say what they want. That's why it's always good to have a firm understanding of basic statistics. You know what I'm saying? And guys, there's plenty of YouTube videos, books that you can read to have a basic understanding of stats. That's I had to take stats for 2 different classes in grad school. And guys, you can generally, once you have a firm understanding of like basic epidemiology and then statistics, you can just look at stuff. Most of these things, the actual data sets are available. You can just click into there and find the data sets there. You know, you can just you can actually download free statistical software if you want. Put the data in yourself and do an analysis. You can even use AI. You can just go to these organizations, get their data sets, put it in AI, and say, "Is this true?" And AI will actually check it for you. You know,
Did AIFS more than 50 times.
Not that I'm a nerd and I do that or anything. Back in my public policy nerd days, you know what I'm saying?
Over 18 months before you quietly removed the misleading report.
Senator, I'm not aware of that particular matter, but I am very happy to take it under consideration if you're able to provide some further documentation.
Oh, she is upset.
We have talked about this, Senator Roberts, in a different committee context. I do think witnesses are generally happy to engage with materials that you bring into the committee environment, but it is very difficult for them to do so if they are absent a title.
If you're bullying them, please.
Publication, place.
Maestro, here's the thing. Okay, guys, you guys remember Snowboard, Colin, Rajai? You guys remember? Were we in 50 and 304s? Where that Canadian person was like all mad because they thought we were talking bad about Canada.
Oh
They
yeah.
started trying to cuss us out. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Guys, we don't. Canadians are not bad. It's the Canadian government, meaning the people that make up the Canadian government. That's wrong. Australians are good people. They mean well. They get up. They work hard. The majority of them. It's the people in power that are the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, oops.
Publication date. Ideally, people would be given a copy of materials if you're asking them to comment on them.
We'll get them to you. Because of the researchers contacted AIFS more than 50 times to get you to correct your position.
Wow.
Why did you not?
That?
Why did it take 50 times
Hear
over
what he
18
just
months?
said,
And why
50
did
times.
you not?
Yep.
And that's who gets paid. Imagine I called Domino's Pizza 50 times before they gave me the pizza.
Yeah.
Do you think Domino's would stay in, or the local pizza shop would do anything? Would be able to make money? But these idiots get away with stuff like that all the time. That's what I'm saying is part of this whole thing. It is hard to hold them accountable because it's like you had to call 50 times before you even got something in motion.
Yeah.
Not issue a retraction on any note on the page of the report was uncorrecting the record.
Senator, I'm not in a position to confirm that.
Of course you're not.
Can you take it on notice and we'll get you the document?
Cooked.
Senator
Thank you.
Roberts, I just need to know.
You're gonna cry.
About to cry.
Are you gonna? You having a hot flash from that minute.
Yeah.
How much longer you need?
Oh, look at that. Now they're trying to cut him off. Now they're trying to cut him
He's
off.
only just getting started.
Okay.
One more?
2 more questions.
Okay, great.
As Australia's biggest family research body, taxpayer funded, the organisation surely has an obligation to ensure the information you promote about such a vital issue is correct, because your legislated mission is to conduct high-quality, impartial research into the well-being of Australian families to inform government policy, and that's why it's so important, because the policy is determined partly on this, and promote evidence-based practice in the family services sector. How can you reconcile these 3 cases of bias with your mission statement to provide unbiased research, impartial research?
Senator, I have already said that I don't accept that characterisation, and further that I'm unable to confirm those reports that you have shared, and that's my comment.
So you're taking it on notice?
With respect to the documents that you have raised and there's questions around those documents, yes, I'm happy to take those on notice.
Final question, Senator Roberts.
Yes, Chair. And it means that the government policy is being misdirected, and that's leading to people being hurt and wasting taxpayer funds. And it seems to me that government is number 1 in misinformation, disinformation. That's what a lot of people are saying, and this is more evidence of it. Can you comply with will you give me an assurance that you'll comply with your mission statement in the future?
Senator...
Look at staring right at her. Oh, and I want an answer.
I adhere to the Minister's statement of expectations, and I have provided a statement of intent in response to that statement of expectations. That's the authorising environment that I am referring to.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Senator...
Cooked. Guys, what do you think?
Not surprised at all.
Look at this. Someone said paid hundreds of thousands of taxpayers' dollars a year to conclude that that it only counts when men do it. Someone says, in summary, we didn't do an impartial study because we were justifying our president's facts. Someone says, no mention of male self-deletion rates due to false allegations and denial to having children. Facts. This guy says, it happened to me. All 5 children and grandchildren all abused mentally, and they've never seen me. Damn.
Jesus. Well, it's also a conflict of interest because they're definitely all are lesbians.
Yeah.
Someone says, like, there is a clear conflict of interest in this.
Yep. Someone says all the focus was on gender-based violence. Then why were the men excluded? Last time I checked, being male is also a gender. Facts. Someone says gender-based violence. Are men no longer a gender? Look at that.
And this is blue pill stuff.
Yep. Look at that, guys. Hold on. Elijah Wilkes. Oh.
A teenager who killed a 17-year-old girl in a UTV crash earlier this year has entered a guilty plea in a deal approved by the victim's family. His punishment includes that he can never get a driver's license, and he has to...
He killed her in a DUI. Hold on.
But she still looks that way anyway.
Who's this? Megan Schultz, an Olympic skater, got a DUI. 100 days in jail. Huh? Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Sentence for driving drunk with kids in the car.
Ooh.
Look at that. Hold on.
Sounds like she's skating on thin ice. How's she gonna figure skate that one out?
Hold on.
All right, we're going to turn now to Wisconsin for a plea hearing for a mother accused of driving drunk and then flipping her vehicle with her 2 young children in the back seat. It happened back in November of last year. According to court records, Megan Oster Schultz hit 2 parked cars and flipped her Jeep with her 6- and 8-year-old children and her boyfriend inside the car. Now, the children were unharmed, thankfully. Police say Schultz smelled like alcohol, and a pink water bottle was found on the driver's side of the vehicle. And that water bottle didn't contain water, it contained alcohol.
Garlic croutons.
Yeah. Guys, I'm telling you, these Olympians are all nuts anyways. They probably pulled out the water bottle. What's this? Yeah.
No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on this.
Former champion figure skater was charged with 1 misdemeanor count of operating while intoxicated with minor children under 16 years old and 1 count of failure to provide a blood /
Her husband's a simp for even letting her drive. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
breath sample. So let's go inside the courtroom now for the beginning of that hearing.
24
Okay, this is the hearing right here.
passengers under the age of your right to a trial in this matter. Yes. Do you understand that by entering a plea here today, you're waiving your right to remain silent and to testifying on your own behalf? Yes. Do you understand that the state has the burden of proving each and every element of the charges in the complaint? Yes. Do you understand that that burden is beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the highest burden in our court system? Yes. Do you understand the elements that the state must prove are that you drove or operated a motor vehicle on a highway and that you were under the influence of an intoxicant at the time that you drove or operated that vehicle? Yes. And that there was minor passengers under the age of 16 in that vehicle? Yes.
Let the other woman give her the sentence.
No, she has to
While
answer.
there may or may not be a recommendation.
Each one is a question.
This court is not bound to follow any recommendation made by any party and can sentence you up to the maximum penalties in the complaint. Do you understand that? Yes. Do you understand the penalties are a fine of $350 to $1,100 and imprisonment of not less than 5 days nor more than 6 months? Yes.
Again, she's never made that as an excuse. It was just my prompting asking that question. It was important to know, and I think it also completed treatment and
So what? Driving, you had a pink water bottle. All those factors overlap one another here today for you, ma'am, as they do for everyone who comes before this court. Also, the court is mandated to impose the least restrictive sentence necessary in order to achieve the goals of sentencing. Here, rehabilitation is an important component, as well as punishment and accountability for decisions made and protection of the community. I have read the character letters. I have read the victim statements. I do take into consideration that you finished your programming with WCS. I do find this, it's a first offense, but I find it particularly egregious as you had 2 children, ages 6 and 8, in the vehicle. The vehicle flipped. The vehicle hit 2 legally parked cars. You were actively drinking and driving. You had a pink water bottle filled with alcohol. The blood alcohol content was 0.218.
Damn.
0.218, guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
I hit the like button, guys. Hit the super chat button. Appreciate that, guys. Every little bit helps. Thanks for that.
Amazed no one was injured. I'm amazed no one else was hurt. I'm amazed no other charges were brought, to be quite honest with you. I think you probably recognize, and I hope you recognize, you have a drinking problem, and alcohol is probably not the best choice for you in the future. You clearly make terrible choices when you drink. And 2 of the most precious people in your life were in that vehicle. And you're supposed to protect them. And you drank and drove. All right. As to sentencing, I'll allow the motion of the state with respect to dismissing the TR. And as to your sentence, it's a 12-month driver's license revocation, a 12-month IID device, a fine of $1,019.50.
Wow.
I'm going to authorize 100 days in the Kenosha County Jail, credit for 1 day previously served. I will grant Huber after 7 days have been served. I will grant the report date of October 25th at 8:30 a.m. You have to submit a DNA sample. And, wait, this is a CT, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 100 days in jail. But
So that judge actually did a pretty good job.
yeah. Guys, here we go. Let's watch this for old time's sake. So,
Right.
all right.
All right.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
All right. On another issue, what is the gender workplace hours gap? The agency reports a workplace gender pay gap comparing male full-time employees and female full-time employees.
Yeah.
But male full-time employees work longer hours on average than female full-time employees.
Oops.
And the agency doesn't account for this when reporting a workplace gender pay gap.
Using ABS data.
Here we go.
On employee earnings and hours, the gender pay gap as at May 2016 was 15.7%. It is a survey of employees, that information from the ABS. It's not a census. And it's only conducted every 2 years. They only collect the data every 2 years. What we do is we annualise our figure to full-time. So we look at all part-time employees and full-time employees that may have worked part of a 12-month period, and we annualise that data to take into account part-time hours. So therefore we're converting the part-time hours to full-time, if you like.
So do you take into account the fact that on average a male full-time employee works longer hours than a female full-time employee?
Not directly, no.
You don't?
But we annualise the part-time hours and those that have worked full-time but for part of the year. So that way, because at the moment...
part of the year.
That's
not full-time, you dunderhead. Guys, Maestro says that there's a gender overpaid gap. That's facts. That's facts. Absolute facts, guys. Guys, put a 1 if you agree with Maestro here. Yep. Look at that.
I can tell you is women work part-time at 3 times the rate of men.
Look at that. Look at that.
So by annualising it, we are looking at a more
you're pushing your
realistic...
So you base it on annual salary.
Yeah.
What about if you did it on an hourly rate? What would be the gender hourly pay gap?
Well, we don't have that data, Senator.
You don't have that data?
No, because we ask for annualised salaries and from our employers when they report their data in.
Okay, so if a woman was working fewer hours but earning the same rate per hour as a man doing the same job, would that show up as a gender pay gap? But well, then in that case, you are looking at hourly rates.
Executive manager. So we do not collect the real hours that an employee might have worked. So what we do collect is the hours that are specified in a contract, and that is provided by organisations to us. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do you annualise it on the assumption that men and women are working the same number of hours, or is it actual earnings?
It's actual earnings, and we are unable to. We don't have the data to distinguish or to then adjust for hours, because we cannot collect the real hours that employees are worked.
Yes, you can.
So it's not possible to tell whether any or some of the gender pay gap is just simply attributable to a different number of hours worked. Is that right?
It depends on whether we're looking at hours that are in contract or whether we're looking at hours that employees worked as, overtime.
Why is it you don't look at hours worked? You don't collect
because it would destroy their entire argument.
Yeah, I know. This guy's asking for like the kind of the only
Basics.
important piece of
Yeah.
data for everything that's happening, and they're like, well, we can't get that for you somehow, and it's
Yep.
changed and it's different. Like,
Yep.
Yes, does. It's available.
The ABS does
Yeah.
does a survey, yes.
Every 2 years.
Yes.
But again, as I say, we collect census data, that is survey data. And the other thing I would say at this stage, Senator, is just because somebody might be sitting at their desk
Here we go.
for 12 hours a day doesn't mean you're getting 12 hours of productivity out.
Just because men are staying at work longer doesn't mean they're actually working.
yeah.
Oh no.
And
That's
this
not the
woman's
dumbest
entire
thing you've
life
ever heard.
being employed by the government is doing the opposite of that.
Yep.
Of them,
Or
and doesn't
doing-
mean
basically
that,
doing that.
they're working in essence any harder that someone that may sit at their desk for 8 hours. So I don't think
That's true, but they're getting paid for the 12 whether they're doing any work, or they're getting paid for however many hours they're sitting at their desk. And the issue for your agency is that if it's a male sitting at a desk, they're getting paid more than a female sitting at a desk. So the question is whether that, irrespective of the hours, the question is whether for those hours for which they're getting paid, is there a difference between men and women? So
we don't collect information on ours, Senator.
Of course not.
ABS does, so it's available. So if we put in a question on notice, will you access the ABS data and so you can answer that question?
Well, I did answer it earlier. I said that the ABS employee and earnings and hours data, as at May 2016, the gender pay gap was 15.7%.
That, if I understood you correctly, it's referring to annualised salary, is that right?
Not.
What's the gap based on? Per hourly rates or annual incomes or annualised incomes, or what are we talking about here?
Look at that, guys. Right. Quiet, right?
Yep.
What a joke. Now, guys, let's switch gears here really fast, because we'll actually do more than a half hour. I mean, hour and a half, because guys, I want to check this out. Hold on. Guys, anything else on this topic here? You know, before I pull this up? Anyone else? Guys, this is ridiculous, right? This is all they have is lies. Lies, obfuscation, making stuff up. You know, that's all they have. They have nothing else, you know? Because what a joke.
And they don't even work hard to make to sell you the lie either. Like, it's bad.
Yep. Guys, listen.
That's the sound of the police.
Now, guys, this military doctor broad decides to not cooperate with the police. Why would you do such a stupid thing? Why? Well, she's a lieutenant colonel, I think. Yeah. How stupid can you be to ruin your whole career over a DUI? Look at this.
Go ahead. The W driver looks like just being titled.
Yep.
Not at this moment. Good afternoon. Hey, Colonel, you want to roll your window down?
No.
Why not?
Oh, okay. This is already starting out good, right? Guys, look at that. She just asked one question. All of a sudden, I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch.
Why are you detaining me?
I'm not detaining you, Colonel. I'm stopping you for doing 63 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. I need your driver's license, your insurance, and your...
Look at that. Karen, look at her eyes, man.
Yeah.
Look at that, right? And this chick's a doctor, right?
Jesus. Well, they are doing gender swaps at military bases now.
Your registration.
Something like that.
Do you have proof of the speed?
Yes, I do. It's on my radar, ma'am.
May I see it?
No, you may not. 227. Send me another.
Don't hold court in the street. And guys, he called for backup because he knew that this is going to be some bullshit.
Unit. I also had you doing 73 further down the road. I need your license, your insurance.
So he's giving her a break. He could have got her.
I was going to say, she probably could have got off of this.
In a 45? Yo, that's crazy.
Your registration.
Can I see the radar, please?
No, ma'am. You're not entitled to see my radar.
You're incriminating me on something, and you're saying that I'm not allowed to see.
Colonel, I need your driver's license, your insurance, and your registration.
I would like to see your supervisor.
227. Can you send me a supervisor? I need your license.
Say again?
Usually, no, you're breaking the law if you're going that fast over.
Yeah.
It's not like a
License, insurance, and registration.
When your supervisor comes, sir.
And unfortunately, what her dumb behind doesn't realize is the more cops you have come out there, the rate of your ability to get out of shit or get out of stuff and get stuff reduced greatly diminishes.
Yeah. Maestro, she's a doctor. Doctors are officers. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably a pretty high up there doctor. You know what I'm saying? She's probably like one of the administrators at the hospital. All doctors in the military are officers. So, captains, majors, and the Navy commanders, lieutenants, you know what I'm saying? So there's people who are like high up in like the Surgeon General and all that other stuff. A lot of them are doctors who ended up not being admirals, but like being right under an admiral, So
you also don't have a seatbelt on.
She's trying to like sober up, breathe deep and stuff.
What is your badge number, sir?
1721. That's my permanent ID number.
Okay, your name?
Deputy McKenzie. It's
Look at the smugness of this moron. Guys, I'm gonna post this as a video. I'm gonna click this and post this as a video.
Right here, ma'am.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Do you have the registered owner's information?
What the heck is she
10-4,
writing?
thank you.
Type of note?
I don't know.
You better not be putting like "go F yourself" and hand it to him.
Hey guys.
1721.
Oh, bad number recording.
What happened?
Oh, did you notice he's also left-handed?
Sort of.
Yeah, she's a female and she's left-handed. Have you ever noticed a trend among that particular demographic of people?
They're completely nuts.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah.
227. She's refusing to provide driver's license, insurance, and registration or roll her window down. Is there a reason why you sat at that green light for several seconds? Just sitting there, the green light?
Because he's lit.
No, not really.
Didn't want to make your turn? With a green arrow, you didn't want to make your turn? No?
Is there something wrong about...
Sitting at a green light with a turn signal giving you the authority to pass through the intersection. Yeah, most people, when they get a green light, they drive.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
This person is smart because she's trying to actually just say nothing.
But here's the thing, though. Like, she didn't give him her license, guys. You know, and I know. When you sign your driver's license, you are saying that if a cop stops you for any reason, you have to provide your driver's license. Period.
Yeah.
It's not like you're walking down the street. Then you can say, well, what's the reason?
Yeah.
But if you're driving a car, guys, never hold court in the street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she still hasn't given her license yet.
Hey, it's a lieutenant colonel. I had her doing 73 down there, and then in the 40, I had her doing 63. She sat at the green turn signal, and she's refusing to roll her window down or provide any documentation. And I figured, why not get you here before I rip her out of a car? Do you want to talk to her before I get her out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Uh-oh, let's go.
No, she didn't, but it's on the 14 from the registered vehicle.
Yes.
Are you going to roll your window down all the way?
No, can you hear me?
Can't. Problem.
I don't know. Your officer stopped me. He won't let me see the radar.
You stopped first. Well, if you want to see the radar, you have to step out of the vehicle so you can see it. It's not a handheld device.
I don't have to step out of
You do by Florida law. So I'm not going to argue with you. What's going to happen is you're either going to roll the window down and cooperate from here on out, or right now you're impeding an investigation
I'm investigating for what?
for a traffic violation.
What was the traffic violation?
Jesus.
I already explained to you, ma'am. You were doing 63 in a 40-mile-an-hour construction zone.
I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen. So either you cooperate from here on out, or we're going to break the window and pull you out of the vehicle, and you're going to go to jail. It's that simple.
Going to break my window and vandalize the car?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
You're going to go to jail.
Look at all of them. Yes, absolutely. This guy's itching for it. He's like, man, there wasn't any donuts left. There's nothing but decaf. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm already in a bad mood, you know?
For not cooperating.
Cooperating or not cooperating is not a crime.
Let's go.
Okay,
You got the asphalt. Oh, no.
What's this? I'm just telling you what's going to happen. So
Sir,
you can either just
on my way home.
you can either go along with it.
Yeah,
You're making this a lot more difficult than it has to be.
Sir, are you the supervisor?
Yes, I am.
I would like to see the captain.
Okay, well, the captain doesn't work right now, so I'm the best you're going to get.
Well, I think I would like to see the captain.
Good.
So I'm asking you one more time: are you going to cooperate, or are they going to have to take you to jail?
Why are you taking me to jail?
Because you're not cooperating.
They got the
It's just
diesel
that simple.
too.
Not cooperating is not a crime.
Okay, but are you're refusing to provide all the documentation that you want? That you
No, her car is off. That's one of the cars behind her.
supposed to provide?
I'm traveling
Okay.
on my way home.
Okay, but the United States Supreme Court says that we can have you step out of the vehicle during any traffic violation, during any investigation. So you are violating the law. So you can argue with me all you want. In the end, you're incorrect and you're wrong. Whatever you learned on the internet book is all incorrect. It's not the truth. It's not right. The Florida Supreme Court has said, if I tell you to step out of the vehicle on a traffic violation, you will step out of the vehicle. So that's why I'm ordering you right now. You either cooperate and step out of the vehicle right now, or they're going to break your window, unlock your door, open the door, and pull you out of the car. And instead of just cooperating and getting a traffic violation, you're going to spend the night in jail. So are you prepared to spend the night in jail? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you prepared to spend the rest of the night in jail? Huh? Okay, break the window and take her out.
Let's go! Happy New Year! Da 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 da.
And he did it with no hesitation.
With no hesitation. Hold on, guys. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
Okay, break the window and take her out.
Guys, he said,
"Oh my god!"
He even got it on the first hit.
Like, no
Straight
problem
up,
at
the
all.
first hit, guys. He said, "Get over here." Hilarious. Get out of the car and shut up. Colonel dumbass.
Hey!
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Guys, this is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. This is going on greatest hits, guys. This is going. Here, I'll put it. This is amazing.
No, AJ.
What happened?
Oh, hey, sorry. I bet you the guy with the nightstick You know, if I had to bet money, I bet you he did some time in the service, and I bet you he had a superior that was just like her, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for that 8 years of hell that one just like you put me through."
Yeah, exactly. He was probably like a corpsman in the Navy, or maybe he was like a medic putting up with one of these officer doctors giving him shit. He's like, you know what?
Yeah, and you know what happened? He shattered her expectations.
Hey-o!
My glasses!
Stupid ass. All that time, all that training, medical school, undergrad, medical school, residency, officer's school, all these rotations she has to do, all of this just to look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? To fight the police, because that's a big deal if you're in the military. That's a big no-no. That's actually worse than the crime. You know what I'm saying? Like the speeding ticket or like a DUI is fine. But if you fight the cops doing it, think about how you're misrepresenting the military, you know? Being an absolute clown. So
Can we have EMS come check our eyes out?
Yeah. Ray's a good idea, man. Yeah. I'll have to do a New Year's Eve special of all windows getting smashed.
You need to send an ambulance!
I just requested it.
Glass is in my eye!
Yep. Just sit you up.
Just move her over to
Watch my glasses, sir!
I step on him anyway. Oops.
You gonna stay here and be nice?
Sir, my glasses, and you...
Right there. They're right behind you.
Okay. There's glass in my eye.
We've got an ambulance coming.
And there is no crime.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there is now.
Oh, yeah.
There is no crime.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Colonel, but there's definitely a crime.
There's none, sir. You're detaining me unlawfully.
Ah.
Look at that. All of that could have been avoided.
You will be getting sued.
Yeah, right.
And if there is injury and scarring to my eye, you're going to be sued, sir. And you're going to lose your job.
It's okay. Yep.
You did?
No, you
How
can't.
many of you are Brotherhood members?
What the hell is that?
What are you talking about?
You a Freemason?
Nope.
I like this. I want to hear what she has to say.
What are you guys, they haven't had the whole brotherhood thing. That was what, back in the 90s and the 2000s? You know what I'm saying? Seriously? Come on, dude.
What?
At least
What is that?
It's like they were saying that there's like there's gangs within the cops, which guys there are, right? There was the Toros and the LA County Sheriff's Department where they had initiations and everything. But the Brotherhood was supposedly a gang of cops. And I think it was in was that in New York? I think. I'm not sure. But come on, dude. You honestly think that you're important? I guess here's the thing about people okay, let's just say that that was an actual thing. You think that you're important enough that they're going to be targeting you?
But you gotta realize most women do suffer from main character syndrome.
Exactly. Yep.
You sure?
Absolutely.
How about you?
She's like Jason Bourne important.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Deputy Casey.
Deputy Casey.
Yep. Ma'am, are you under the influence of anything?
No, sir. I am.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Is there a specific reason Why Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force is acting in such a manner?
Because your actions are unconstitutional.
Yeah.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect.
It is not correct.
That's what I just said.
She probably could have got away with all this.
Yeah, she should have just taken a ticket.
Maybe even a warning, but just a ticket, and gone about her business.
Yeah, because drunk or not, he probably would have said, you know what, she's a colonel, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
call a friend and they'll drive you home. But
there's glass in my eye.
Yeah, and we have an ambulance coming to check you out.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm almost positive she might be under the influence of something. There's no way.
Now she's so cooked, we'll have to call her Colonel Sanders.
Santa Rosa County. Is that California? Santa Rosa County. Florida. Ohio, Florida.
Shame, it's a nice car.
How much you want to bet there's a beer?
You're doing a vehicle inventory?
Yeah, she has a whole bunch of cash right here.
Whole bunch of what?
50s, 20s.
Okay.
For a strip club?
It's on them.
I'll just go ask her. I don't want to touch.
Just go into her bag, make sure there's none of that. The drugs in there. That she was
Right,
acting a
before it gets towed.
Coffee. She has a couple.
She has access to pain pills, I'm sure.
Yeah, yep.
Even see what you're doing.
I want to make sure this goes with you so you don't lose any of it, okay? Is this all there was that was in there? This is a lot, most people don't roll around with this kind of cash.
Sorry, I can't even see what you're doing.
Okay. I've got several stacks of money.
Yes.
Okay, we're inventorying your vehicle. Are you like a booster club president or?
No, sir, that's my cash.
Okay. All right. We're going to make sure this goes with you.
She just sold like a whole bunch of Xannies or perks. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's probably out there.
Okay, and it'll be accounted for, and the jail will give you a receipt for all the cash, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you
it's
searched
good.
my bag and you searched my car?
No, we're inventorying your vehicle because it's getting towed.
No, because you're
As soon as your eye gets checked out, you're going in the back of my car and you're leaving. We are inventorying your vehicle
before
it gets towed.
Sir,
it will go to a tow lot.
Seizure and
No.
search. It's
No.
illegal seizure and search.
Oh my God, I'm not taking this from you. I'm trying to make sure we have it all so that you get it back.
You are illegally searching my vehicle.
You know, I'll just leave it in there.
It's not a search.
You just want me to leave it in there for the tow truck driver? Like a tip?
Sir, you had to go through a book bag to get the cash.
Yes, to do an inventory of the vehicle.
Jesus. 2 ponytail patrol EMTs. Can you imagine you're in trouble and these two knuckleheads pull it? You're cooked, guys. You're cooked. Look at this.
See if there's any valuable
Anyways,
possession.
she want to get out. Baton her window. She's got some glass in her face. Just want to make sure she's good to go before we take her up to jail.
Well, I mean, we can't see if she's got glass in her eye.
Right. Well, like, you tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to be following y'all to the hospital or whatever.
And may I have my phone, please?
Are you wanting to go to the hospital?
Ron Giovanni.
I would like to. So that the eye can be checked out. May I have my phone, please?
Can
you stop hollering, please, for just a second?
Where you last left it.
May I have the phone?
No, you can
Yes,
wait.
sir. I have to call my commander.
Yeah, your commander's going to find out, all right.
Let's go. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Like my phone to call my commander.
No.
Who's your commander? I might know him.
Here's the deal. You're either going to get into the ambulance or you're going to jail.
Can you stop hollering, please, for just a second? Listen to me. I would like my phone. You are under arrest, which means all of your property goes with it.
You had an iPhone.
You come with us.
She's listening to the woman. She just hates men.
Yeah.
She hates men. She hates the fact that she had all this work to get all the status as a lieutenant colonel and a doctor, and yet a regular police officer has power over her. She can't stand it. She can't.
Yeah.
Because guys, these chicks. Here's the thing: especially high earning chicks.
It's a Ruth Bader Ginsburg archetype.
No, it's actual penis envy. Seriously, it is. These chicks see the inherent strength, power, name anything that men have, and they can do anything they want. They will never be a man, ever. And especially her getting up as high as she had and realize that her whole thing in the military is just a joke. Men are just letting her do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, like any man she gives an order to, honestly, could just sock her in the mouth and then not have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Your property is going down, and then you have to be booked into jail and go through the process. Ma'am, can I have my phone? You cannot have your phone because it is their property. I have a right to contact. Not when you are under arrest. You can. I have a right to contact even during arrest, ma'am. When you get to the jail.
Great.
When you get to the jail.
Look at this guy, he's having fun. He got some of the donuts. he got the regular coffee and not the decaf.
I would like a phone.
For now, we're going to get in the ambulance and go get your eye checked out.
I would like my phone to contact those, to contact my commander.
Well, they'll allow you to get phone numbers out of it when you get to the jail.
Ma'am, I'd like my phone.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
If you want to get checked out by us and go to the hospital, then
You gotta
come
get
with
on the
us. And I also would like my glasses.
You can get your glasses. Thank you.
Do you want to go up this way or do you want to go up the side where it's easier to get up?
We can help you out. Can you make that step?
No, ma'am. Okay, we'll come to this side over here. I would like my
Glasses and my phone.
We're getting your glasses.
We're getting your.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
I would like my glasses and my phone, please.
You're not getting your phone.
Why would you withhold my phone?
You can get it when you get to the jail. They will allow you to get 5 phone numbers off of it. So once the booking process is complete, then you
I
can
have
make
a
your
right
call.
to make contact and call my commander.
You don't know the things that you are saying.
Ma'am, I have the right to call my commander.
Not a ma'am.
You will call your commander when you get.
Lit, dude.
Where are my glasses?
We've got nursing
and my
staff at
phone,
the
please?
jail. They do have nursing staff at the jail. Because we're not getting anywhere.
They're just going to call us to come transport her out to get extra.
She said,
Don't you put your hands on me!
Back up or you're
Don't you? Fuck you, I will go to jail! I
bet you will.
Go fuck yourself!
To see if there's glass in her eye. So we'll have to turn around and come back and get her and take her to the hospital.
Sir, where are my glasses?
Ma'am, I have your glasses right here. I noticed you have a concealed weapons permit. Do you have a firearm in the vehicle?
No.
None? Okay, thank you.
May I have the glasses, please?
You can have your glasses in just a second. I'm gonna.
And I'd like my phone.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
so
let's
check
go
this
ahead.
out.
Ma'am, I can't
They're
see.
bringing you the phone.
I want to count this cash in front of her just to verify its amount.
Well, your money.
Ambulance.
No.
Okay.
how annoying can
Yeah.
To make contact with my commander.
At the jail.
And I noticed that your cameras are off. That's interesting.
Running. See, it's red.
Running?
And guess
Okay,
what? Red is on.
Good.
They record 20.
Even the women are done with her. Look at that, guys. Even these chicks are done with her. And I noticed your camera's off. They're on. Oh, okay.
That's excellent.
24/7. They're
excellent.
recording.
May I have my phone
At the
to
jail.
contact my commander?
At the jail.
Do you have anything in your boots?
There's nothing in my boots.
Okay, what he was explaining is if you have anything else on you, when you get to the jail, it's an additional charge for introducing contraband. You understand?
So if you have something on your person, needle, knives,
instrument.
Laughing Man says, I think I found Boy George. He says she looks like Boy George. Thanks for the $2, man. Appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
like
I
that.
have my phone to contact my commander.
Suspended for a period of 1 year. Okay, so you take the test.
Guys, what do you think she's gonna blow other than her way up the friggin' ranks? Right.
I've requested of you. Your driving privileges will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal or 18 months if your driving privileges have been previously.
I'm not gonna do it.
Blocked from driving?
You refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, blood, or urine, you will be committing a misdemeanor, in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by law. Refusal to submit to the test that I'm requesting from you is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding. Do you still refuse to submit to the urine test?
Am I blocked from driving
You,
because I don't take a urine test?
your license will be suspended for a period of 12 months.
If it was previously suspended?
No. It's 18 months if it was previously suspended. You can read it. It's right there.
Well, without representation, I don't know how to answer this.
It's real. So here's the thing: when you get issued a driver's license, you have to sign for it. It's called implied consent. And when you sign that, it basically says, "Yes, I agree to supply blood, breath, or urine as a part of lawful investigation," which is what this is. So.
It's unlawful investigation, but go ahead.
Okay. So do you refuse to take the test or not?
I don't understand the instructions.
Okay. I'm requesting you take a urine test. We have these lovely little things here.
What I'm asking you specifically is by
She just has to make everything difficult, right, guys? Right?
refusing this. I've actually taken 2 of these just last week.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, on base.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because you're a junkie or an alcoholic, right?
Refusing with you to do this.
Correct.
Does that mean I can't drive a car?
Yeah, your license will be suspended. Now that this is the first time, right, you'll get a 10-day, what do you call it?
And then where is this tested?
FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, actually gets shipped out.
Oh, as if she's a judge, please.
So it leaves everybody's hands and then goes.
Yeah, it gets taped up, it goes into a refrigerator in our evidence, then they get it out and it gets shipped to FDLE.
I really trust that. With
Oh, please. Yeah. And we can trust you driving drunk and fighting the cops. What a mess.
And not doing this means I can't drive a car.
Correct. You're driving, like I said, your driving privileges will be suspended.
Even though it's never been happened before?
And it says, look, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal. 18 months if it has been suspended previously. So this is your first time, and you're suspended for 1 year.
All right.
Are you willing to take these tests?
Teacup.
Okay. I will have to do this with you because, right. Come on.
Here we go, guys. Someone says, she's dripping.
Wait, what was the outcome? What was the outcome?
They didn't say.
Oh, man.
Hold on. What is this?
Hey, Colonel, you want to run it?
No.
DUI. So where on this article,
Let's go.
so yeah, that was the body cam footage that we saw. This is back in February. This was noted, but we just saw this release now. But there is some backstory to this where they give more details of her career. Where on this article it shows on Navarre Press, says Dr. Holbert arrested for DUI, resisting officer in Tiger Point. It says a periodontist, which is a dentist, by the way, on Holbert Field was arrested after failing to comply with officers during a traffic stop in Tiger Point, February 25th. Michelle Bongiovi, 59, is charged with public order crimes for failing to obey police or fire department instructions, resisting an officer in DUI. So yeah, I have no conclusion of what is going on with her career, what happened to this. Did the Air Force actually investigate this? Was she a reservist, guard type situation? Is she active duty? I mean, those change a lot of legal things of this. And I don't know if actually she has seen her day in court from this, so we'll just have to find out.
Guy says this is exactly the type that the military needs to purge: arrogant, condescending, and disrespectful. She's an entitled Karen lesbian. Someone says, speaking as a retired United States Air Force lieutenant colonel, I can tell you that her military career is over. She brings disgrace to the uniform. Someone says, you can bet that this woman has taken great joy in controlling people and making them suffer over the years. Someone says, active military and a sovereign citizen. Look at that. Someone says, I love how quickly he shattered the glass when his boss gave him the go ahead.
I know.
Someone says, that was the best window break I've ever seen. Zero hesitation. He was almost salivating while waiting for the order. Someone says, "Don't worry, your commander will be notified." I've never seen a glass break that quick in my life. Look at that, guys. Well, all right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down, guys. I appreciate you guys. Hey, guys, I'll be in after hours. Yeah, guys, I'll be in after hours really fast. Snowboard, Collins, Sea Grip, Rajai, Red Door, guys, meet me in the after hours really fast. All right, I want to talk to you guys about something. So, all you guys that are here, meet me after hours. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.